Hello, I'm Colin Horner, a visual communication consultant, or as I like to call myself, a digital doodler, helping businesses solve problems and sell ideas using simple pictures. And I really mean simple. A combination of some simple shapes into elements that express people, place, process, etc., to create visual stories, either static storyboards like this or animated videos. Let me take you through a short case study to show you how this works in practice. There's a BNI member. She's a member of my BNI region. She's an inbound tour guide operator. And Evie has contacted me and asked for some help. So I met her at a local cafe. It was interesting. With our visualization, we were able to link to 2 more BNI members very, very quickly. And I created what I talked about earlier, an empathy map, to see how Evie operates in her business. And I was able to gain great insight to some of the challenges facing an inbound tour operator, driving groups of people around the country on their special trip of a lifetime, and some of the issues, but what she says or does under those circumstances. So Evie's engaged me to produce a better weekly presentation for her, or ideally a number of weekly presentations, using what Ivan Meisner calls the LCD approach. I can give you a link to one of Ivan's talks on this subject around the rose. Amazingly enough, taking these visual notes, I suddenly found out that Evie's taking a trip of her own to the deep south of America. And I don't want her to get busted flat in Baton Rouge like Janice and Bobby McGee. So I immediately thought of another Bobby, director consultant in the Rocket City chapter in Huntsville, Alabama. I engaged with Bob over the weekend in a Zoom session, and because I'd created my empathy map, I was able to explain what she's focusing on, specific interest group tours from America to South Africa for your trip of a lifetime. Bob and I agreed that this would be a great dream big project for BNI 2020. So we've partnered up to make Evie's trip sensational. Evie's trip starts with some holiday in Atlanta, but she's got about 9 days while she travels, and Bob's given me the itinerary, traveling to Huntsville, heading west, and then north to Charlotte, North Carolina, hopefully for a visit to BNI headquarters. And amazingly, she ends up at the University of Virginia. And I've got connections with that through a man called Michael Gelb and a Professor Jim Clausen. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for opportunities to be in your story, as I've been very lucky recently to be in Ivan Meisner's story in his latest book, where he's used some of my visuals. So I'm specifically looking for speakers to enhance their speaking engagement with live pictures or with records of what they said that their audiences can take away. Education at all levels uses visual communication very powerfully, from primary school to advanced education. Business coaches can use my process in empathy mapping and other processes to enhance and engage their clients better. Social media is an obvious choice. Enhance your social media reach with visual pictures and explainer videos, which I can do for you. And finally, as I did with Ivan, maybe you include me in the book you're going to write and enhance your book with some pictures. So those are my specific asks. I want to be in your story, help you communicate your visual story to enhance your engagement with your market. I'm Colin Horner, the visual communicator or digital doodler. Thank you for listening.